Go. The latest fashion trend is the lace skirt. So I wanted to show you all how to make a lace skirt. First of all, when you go shopping for your pattern, say for instance, I usually buy size 12. It says the size 12 is a 24 bust. That's true. 26.5 inch waist. Mine is 27.5. And hips are 36. And my hips are 39. So we buy the pattern according to this direction. But in order to make sure that it's going to fit you perfect, you need to look at the pattern itself. Now this pattern itself, this one says extra small is a 43-inch bust. But I usually wear medium, and here medium say 48.5 inches. So you have to always read the pattern itself to get the correct fit for your body. Now if you make it too big, you can take it up, you can adjust it. But if you make your pattern too small, and nobody usually is this average size according to this chart, and your hips are not that small, then it's not going to fit. Alright, so here we're making a lace skirt. This is what we want to do. We want to flip the lengthwise grain line. This is the lengthwise grain line. It comes with it folded in half like that. And we take and we flip it because we want this scallop to be on the bottom of the skirt, which means it already has a hem. Okay. And then we take and cut the two fabrics together simultaneously, because we're going to line our lace skirt, and we want to cut both of them the exact same way. It's no difference in one or the other. So the front of these I have lined up exactly the same. I'm cutting them on the fold. I'm going to cut this, follow the dart shape. Now this is what I do to mark my darts. I cut along the very edge, and then I do a little snip at the top to mark the tops of my darts. That's all the layers is folded in half. And also I want to tell you, my back skirt, I fold up the seam allowance on the back of a skirt, and I cut the back skirt on a fold also. So the zipper is going to go on the side seam, because we don't want to seam down the front of our skirt, and we don't want to seam down the back of our lace skirt either. Alright, so I'm going to continue to cut this out. Now you want to determine how much shorter you want your lining than your lace scallop. So I'm going to just go with the edge of the pattern itself. So I'm going to take this and fold it up on that line. And then I'm going to cut out the fabric. Not the lace, because the lace already have a hem. Now this is going to be guide for my hem on my skirt. Now here I have two notches on the side seam. I'm going to snip those notches also, so I know where I'm going to match my side seam on my front and my back skirt. And to mark my darts, you can take and put a pin through the tip. Pull it back. I put a pin through this tip. Separate them, and then I can mark all my darts one at a time. Then I had a mark at the bottom of that. Then I grab these two together and sew them together. But for the lace skirt, we want to treat the two of them like they're one fabric. So this is what we're going to do. Take it and open it up. I did this one already. And pin it together. And then we're going to sew through the layers together all around the whole skirt. But first, we have to hem our lining, because remember, our lace skirt is already hemmed. So here, let's hem the bottom of the lining. What you want to do when you're making a lace skirt is you want to treat the two like they're one piece of fabric. I'm going to flip this. You know, sometimes you can do just a basting stitch, a straight base stitch to set you up a guide for sewing. But this is easy. Just turn it like a 1/4 of an inch and turn it again, and then stitch it. I'm using this black thread so you can see the stitches. And just turn it at a quarter and turn it again and stitch right along the very edge.
So if we are making it one piece of fabric, is it connected to the lace?
Yep, the lace and the lining are joined to each other. And after you join them together, after you do the hem on the bottom, all the rest of the process is going to come together like it was just one skirt. Not two skirts, but one.
One piece of fabric.
One piece of fabric, right.
But the only part that's not connected is the lace to the hem.
Exactly. They are not connected. Exactly right. So here, I'm going to show you what I did. I pinned these together. And now I'm just going to continue to join these together. I don't want to join them together on the lace side because the lace side will stretch. The woven side will not stretch, but the lace will. So I'm going to just use the width of my foot because your seam allowance is 1/2 inch or 5/8 of an inch. So I'm going to use the width of my foot, 1/4 of an inch, and join my pieces together. Because I don't want them to shift or move. I want them to stay exactly the same. Now, when you cut it out, if they don't line up, make sure they lay out nice and flat. Smooth them out, and you can trim the extra lace off if it's bigger than the lining. So I already did, well, my notches again. I already did the top of this. So here, I just stitched down the middle of the dart. Remember how I showed you how to pin the darts, and here go the notches. So now because I don't want this lace to move, I want the darts and all of it to come together as one piece. So I'm going to match up my notches together at the top, and then sew down to my bottom pin. You can take the pin and pin it through like that, and then sew your dart. Whoops. Then look how it look in the front. Just like it's one piece. They all join together. We always take the darts and press them toward the front. Then all you have to do is follow all the other directions on your pattern directions for sewing your skirt together. So now you know how to sew the darts together. Then you can serge. I can serge to finish the side seams. You can finish it any way you like. And then you're just going to put the zipper in the left side. Now I can remove these pins. And when I join my front and back skirts together, they're going to match up like a dream. And you'll have your lace skirt. Look at the bottom of the hem. You'll see that you got the little peekaboo wherever you want. You determine where you want that to be. Now, this is the last point. I just want to make sure you see if the scallops is matched up. This is centered one, and then it's even all the way across. So when you join the side seams together, you will have a nice balance on the front and the backs of the scallops. So make sure you line these up perfectly on top of each other so that they line up the same at the front and the back at the hem, and they match on the sides. Because we want it to look like a professionally made skirt.
So it always flow
all the way across, all the way around the bottom of the hem. It's going to flow. Yep, that's it. So make sure you let me know how your lace skirts turn out.
Is there any way to do this without connecting the fabric? Is there any way to sew the lace together without that?
Sure you can. If I did that, then you would see the darts on this. You would see the side seams on the lace. You see the separation of everything moving separately. That's why we want to put them together so that they flow the exact same way and not separate from one another. We making it one piece of fabric. You can make it separate, but you will see all the seams in between. All right, so you have that option. It's just up to you. All right.